So let's get the injury report, the Barnes Firm injury report, and talk about these players that have popped up on it. It's brought to you by the Barnes Firm Injured for Help. Call 1-800-8-million. Christian Benford still on that injury report, which is probably, I don't know if that's the biggest story, but to me that's the most unexpected one, right? That might have happened at practice, and Benford's still on the injury report. What else are we looking at?
Yeah, so he was a DNP yesterday after being limited Wednesday of somewhat of a surprise, a big surprise, I guess, because we didn't know that he would be limited. So apparently something must have happened at practice. But that being said, when you go from limited on Wednesday to not playing on Thursday, that's not a good sign. At this point, when Sean McDermott joins me on the Northtown Automotive Extra Point show today, I would probably expect him to say that Christian Benford isn't playing, but you never know. He may say, "Hey, we backed off him. We're going to see how he goes today." That could very well be it. And if that's the case, Jeremy, if he doesn't play, you're probably looking at Maxwell Hairston getting his first ever NFL start. So that'll be interesting. And then AJ Epenesa in concussion protocol. I would say progressing through, but I don't know what stage he's at, but he hasn't been on the field yet. Sometimes these guys are on the field, and he wasn't in protocol until the next day, right? It wasn't like during the game something came up and we knew that, so that's a day behind what you'd normally get there. Shaq Thompson has not played yet this week, has not practiced with that hamstring, so that's not good news. That's 2 straight DMPs. Now let's get to the good news. There was some. Joey Bosa and James Cook, after both having wrist for Bosa, ankle for Cook, DNPs on Wednesday, were back in limited capacities. I watched. Bosa did have his right wrist, one of his wrists, I can't remember, taped pretty heavily. And then James Cook, I couldn't tell if he was really taped up. And he's always taped up anyway on the ankles, but he was doing running back drills. So he's going through bags. So he looked good. That to me, it looked like things were trending well there. Very good news to get Daquan Jones back after missing a couple of weeks here, limited. And then Taron Johnson was back as well, limited, and Joshua Palmer. So those are all on the good side, obviously.